All right, right now, oh, hold on, leave me the way here. This here is an earthquake simulator. It's just a trailer that has in the back of it what will be a Shindo 7 or a very strong magnitude earthquake. And these brave souls here, Japanese students, are going to go inside and try it out. I'm pretty excited to see the reaction. And maybe, just maybe, I'm going to do it myself. Joining us is the Japanese Police Department, which is really cool. And we're going to get a chance to experience this. I'm probably going to end up doing this as well. Welcome everybody. I'm at Futaba and I want to talk about also the experience that we've had. We're going up and down the coast here in Fukushima and getting a chance to experience the museum here, the disaster museum, as well as some of the areas that have been rebuilt after the great tsunami and earthquake that happened 13 years ago. Having this kind of training is really important. Are you guys, are you nervous?
No, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Have you done this before?
No.
First time?
Yeah, first magnitude 7.
Magnitudes Shindos Nana.
Oh, it's the first time.
Oh my gosh. We can do this. So this can hold up to 4 people, and then, all right, after they finish, depending on their reaction, I'm gonna go and maybe try this out. So let me show you very quickly as they get ready for this. The museum. This is the Great East Japan Earthquake and Nuclear Disaster Memorial Museum. We went there yesterday to go take a look inside. I wanted to live stream this for you, but we couldn't. But the great thing about it was we got to meet somebody. This is her elementary school. She was just a third-year elementary school student. Now she's grown up and talking about her experiences at the museum, which was amazingly insight. This is where her mother was, and you can see the building collapsed. There's a liquor store, and she made it out alive. The stories that she told us were really bring that event to a different level, and you can really feel it. That's her house on the right side there. She lived right on the coast in Namie, and you can see there's just nothing left. This is a couple of months afterwards. So the museum, she brought some flowers to mark the spot, and there's so many unheard stories about what happened on that day, which you can experience at the museum, which I think is very valuable. There's a map of the coastal region of it. I'm at Futaba Station right now at the Daruma Festival. This is also the remains of the grounds there. And then when you go inside the museum, they have a lot of artifacts, things that were used in the days and weeks and months and years since the tsunami and earthquake of March 11th, 2011. You can see some of the buildings that were still standing months after. This is the museum and the inside. It's so well done with a lot of information. There's some things in English as well, so if you're not a fluent Japanese speaker, you're going to get some good information, and you'll take away a lot of things that happened. And I think it's always good to come to the origin, very much like in Hiroshima, going and seeing the museum there about the Second World War, or Nagasaki and the other places where disasters happened. That's a chalkboard from one of the schools. They just brought the whole thing into the museum and preserved what was written on the chalkboard that day. Little things like that really make you feel what had happened on that day. Itsudemo ikeru. I'm like waiting for the heads up. Those black bags. I can show you this a little bit later, but those black bags are the dirt that they removed from the area here, and that this is what makes the place quite safe. I'll show you a little bit more of this as they're starting to get into the simulator right now. They're giving them some instructions. Are you nervous? A little bit nervous, huh?
Yeah.
This is gonna be awesome.
まもなく大きな揺れが来ます。揺れに備えてください。
リアルだよね。リアル。
Oh wow. You can see the simulator gives people that have never been in an earthquake a chance to feel what it's like. The amount of energy, the impact of it is a lot. I have to be honest with you, I'm almost in tears. I don't, like, I think, let's hear what the kids have to say. I have a different perspective. Oh, wow. Yeah. So here, let me put the mic on you now. So Harry, what did you feel being in an earthquake that strong?
Like, I never felt these like Shindo 7 earthquakes, so it was like different than what I had like experienced, like Jishin like 5 or 4. Like, it was like I can't even move by myself. I can't just evacuate if I'm in this situation. If I think about it, it's really scary that these big earthquake happen in here.
You've been in some like Shindo 5, right?
Yeah, but
nothing like that.
Yeah.
That's, you can't even stand up. It's
it was
violent.
like jet coaster, like going up and down.
Yeah. Yeah. The feedback is important. I think if you've never been in an earthquake, I really want you to see what it's like, and if you ever get the chance to feel what it's like. Because you don't really take it seriously unless you feel it. I had a different perspective. I'm almost in tears and in terror, actually. I'm almost, when I hear the ringing, bring, 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 I'm actually have terror. And I remember that day. That's what scares me, because you don't feel in control when you're in an earthquake like this. And I think it's good to try. It looks like almost like a ride, like jet coaster, right? Like a roller coaster, but it's anything but. This is real. And when I was in an earthquake, like in that great Tohoku earthquake, and I see it, I remember like what happened after. You remember the tsunami that comes after this. What happens after the earthquake? And that's hard. So I have a very different point of view. After you've been through it, it's different. You change, right? You change. All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna do this. I have to go and try and report on it. All right, お願いします。はい。はい。そうですね。
拝見します。
します。します。
じゃあ靴脱いでもらって。でもしチケットとかに落ちそうなものあったらこっちで預かるんで。
ないです。
ないですか。じゃあそのまま登ってもらって。でサイドにあるシルバーのポールとか机の手すりを持って支えにして。
はい。
All right, he's given us some instructions.
Yes.
We're now inside of the earthquake simulator.
先ほどと一緒で最大震度7。
はい。
Shindo 7. 初めて?
Yes.
First time?
First time.
Okay.
前あった石川県の地震とかって同じ7。最大震度7。
This is the same as what was in Ishikawa, he said?
Yes, yes.
The same as what just happened at the Noto earthquake in Ishikawa Prefecture just a few days ago.
まもなく大きな揺れが来ます。揺れに備えてください。
So it starts off, you feel the up and down bouncing of it, and then it just goes out of control. The chairs are moving. The chair's moving. Just hold on. You can see on the screen over there, there's a simulation of things moving in the opposite direction. Everything is just swaying. Like, is it? Owata?
Yes, done. I know it is.
How was it?
It.
There's nothing that you can do.
Yes, like I thought that nothing can I do. Like I can't go under the desk and like just only like sitting is also difficult. And like so I thought like we need to like check our house and like is there nothing that falls off from the high place.
Yeah. I don't think you can prepare for this. なんかその震度7あれば私たちなんか何もできない。座って方がいいですか？どうしますか？動かない方がいい。Don't move at all. Wow.
できるだけ机の下に頭を隠すとか、頭を守るような、毛布をかぶるとか。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
あ、ゆ
きさんも体験してもらったんで、あちらから好きなものを。
ありがとうございます。
Get a chance to
消しゴムなんですけど、消しゴム。あとはシールとかですね。何かよろしければ。
シール。
シールでいいですか？何色がいいですかね？
白で。
白でいいですか？
ありがとうございます。
はい。
Oh wow. あ、じゃあトイレ。お願いします。Yeah, because Leo is toilet training, so maybe he's gonna want to go if he sees a fire truck. So we got some toilet paper for Leo. Here you go. That's really nice. ありがとう。Oh, you have more people that are going and to try this here? Oh, they're gonna try it as well?
It looks like my mom's going to try.
Are you sure you don't want to try?
No way.
Really? I'll give you.
Yeah, this before it was really.
I'll give you some more yakisoba. No, thank you.
This time your mom will try.
No, thank you.
Not so, yeah, maybe your mom's gonna try though. Okay.
Yeah, I think my mom had never had an earthquake like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because my mom will.
このリアルな感情お願いします。リアル。
Oh yeah, on that day, yeah. All right, we're gonna see it one more time. I hate that sound.
まもなく大きな揺れが来ます。揺れに備えてください。
Inside it tells you the intensity. Do you see? There's a little gauge in there. I'll zoom in a second. Level 6, and then it'll go to Nana. There. This is Shindo 7. Back to 6 high. That's a 6 high and 6 low, and then this is Shindo 7 again. So you can see the number changing. This is 6 high. So you can see the differences. 6 low, 5 low, 6 low, 5 high. So you see the difference between a 5, 6, and a 7? That gives you a basic idea. See, I guess you could say that it does seem like a ride, but for someone who's been through it, this is a life-destroying thing. It destroys lives. That's what I see. That's what I feel when I hear that noise. It's a life-destroying thing when I hear that noise. It's scary. Skip writes in here, scary. It's so scary, guys. You have no idea.
船酔いした感じ。
I'm glad that they. Yeah, you're still feeling it. Yeah, that's what they felt. The Shindo 7 in Ishikawa in the Noto earthquake. That intensity, and you can tell. Not a lot of buildings can withstand that, the older types. It takes really special construction to do that. And this is what happened right here in this area 13 years ago. That earthquake just shook Futaba Station, Namie, Minami Soma, this whole region. And, and all the aftershocks after that is just, it's a devastating event. I'm glad that we get a chance to share this with you to show you the impact of the earthquakes here. I want to show you a little bit more about the experience that we've had here. So after the museum that we went in to visit, we went out to the elementary school, which is a place that you can go. That high ground is a place where people evacuated to up there, and there were some social media shots put up there. This is the memorial in Namie of the people who lost their lives, and we had a guide explain some of that to us. I think it has a lot of meaning. You can see me my reflection in there. Not a lot behind me. But it's a time where you reflect when you go to a thing like this. Those are those black bags. So the grounds, the top soil was all taken away, put in these storage bags, and they're separated from the town. And all around the area here, you see that, and that comes from the radiation. Oh, that sound. This is the highway that was wiped away, and you can see more bags of ground soil being moved to different areas. But today, it's a place where you can live again. This is the elementary school here, and you can see where the water line was for the tsunami. The tsunami came that high to the second floor, and the first floor right here just devastated. This school is, of course, you can no longer go in there, but going to the school and seeing, this is where the guide that I showed you earlier at the museum, she went to school here and survived. Now it's a place where you can remember what happened on that day. The water level going just almost to the second floor. So it's been a really, really great experience to come on this bus trip and then see the museum, but also hear from the people who lived here, and the kids that were in the schools, the younger people that survived, and they are survivors, now can share those stories. Just like in an episode recently, I interviewed someone who is now 93 years old, and she survived the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. We have people here that survived it that can share their experiences when they're ready to do that, and then those stories to the younger generation are important. So not only do we remember the people that we lost their lives that day, but and what happened that day, but also to learn from it in the future. And I think that's such a valuable part of the education here. Let me show you a map of the area. This is from Tokyo. Tokyo is a city, and how far away we are. We're in Fukushima Prefecture, which is quite a long ways away to get here. Here's the coastal line, the Pacific, and Fukushima is up there on the top. So this is the coast where the tsunami and the earthquake hit. じゃあ行きましょう.
The time's gonna be 50.
Yeah, let's go. And this is coming into the coast, and that's where we are right now on the coastline. You can see the TEPCO reactor right there on the bottom right side, and all that land in the middle there. That's where we are right now in Futaba. I hope that this gives you kind of an idea about the intensity of the earthquakes that we experience here in Japan. For me, this is maybe the scariest thing in my life that I've ever, and I still am I didn't realize how traumatized I was by the events 13 years ago. Even to this day, when I saw you guys in the earthquake, I could see it looks like almost a roller coaster, right? But to me, it's terror, it's horror, it's people who lost their lives, it's buildings that collapsed, it's the NHK that day on TV of all that stuff that was just wiped away and nobody had control. That's what I see when I saw that simulator, and even to this day, I'm still a little bit surprised how traumatized I am. You don't realize it until you hear that and you go into the simulators again. Anyways, it's kind of neat at this festival. You can see there's some motorcycles. It's a great chance for you to learn a little bit about also the disaster relief, and Japan is maybe the most prepared country in the world for this kinds of things. That's good. なんか体験できるチャンス多いですよね。Like there's a lot of chances for you to try stuff out.
Even wear those.
Yeah, if I had time, I want to be a riot police officer. This is my son Leo's dream, to be a police officer. That's so cool. Tortoro Poco, thank you for bringing us here. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody else. I'm heading back to Tokyo, right? You guys are going back here. We had a good trip, right?
Yeah.
It was a really good trip and a really good experience, and I'm glad to be a part of this. And now, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I want to hear from you now. What did you think about this earthquake simulator? Is this something you would like to try out? Do you think that Japan is prepared for the earthquakes? Do you think that tourism here in Fukushima and the Minami Soma area is something that you'd be interested in learning more about? Because I think that the efforts that they're doing here is really important for the next generation and for the people visiting Japan who saw this stuff on TV to experience it and know what's happening now and how the people are coming back. And that's exciting. And for me, as someone who lived through it, I need that hope. And I saw that on this trip. I see the green grass growing back and the trees growing again and the new houses and more people. And that's really a positive story. So back to Tokyo. Mata ne. See everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.